Well, look what we have here, men. I think we've just been blessed.
Logain's men. This can't be good.
Didn't we spend all morning asking about a fellow by this very description? And everyone said they hadn't seen him.
Ooh, who's that back there?
Gentlemen, surely there's no need for trouble. These are no doubt simply more poor souls seeking refuge.
They're more than that. Now stay out of our way, sister. You protect these traitors, you'll get the same as them.
Let's go away. I don't need your help, miss. Please stand back.
You don't need my protection, but these men will blindly follow their master's command even unto death.
I am not the blind one. I served at Ostagar, where the Turn saved us from the Grey Warden's treachery. I serve him gladly. Enough talk. Take the Warden into custody. Kill the sister and anyone else that gets in your way.
Right, let's make this quick.
Everybody get out. Nice.
You've won. We surrender.
Good. They've learned their lesson and we can all stop fighting now.
The Grey Wardens didn't betray Kinkel and Logain did.
I was there. The Turn pulled us out of a trap.
Take a message to Logain.
What do you want to tell him?
Yeah, we know what really happened.
I'll tell him. Right away, now. Thank you.
I apologize for interfering, but I couldn't just sit by and not help.
So I see. Where does the sister learn to fight like that?
I wasn't born in the Chantry, you know. Many of us had more colorful lives before we joined. Let me introduce myself. I am Liliana, one of the lay sisters of the Chantry here in Lothering. Oh, I was.
I'm Cristoff, a pleasure.
Those men said you're a Grey Warden. You will be battling the Darkspawn, yes? That is what Grey Wardens do. I know after what happened you will need all the help you can get. That's why I'm coming along.
And just what help would you be to me? I mean, yeah.
The Maker told me to join you. Surely, he would not do so without good reason.
Get. Right, I believe this is where I back away slowly.
I know that sounds absolutely insane, but it's true. I had a dream. A vision.
More crazy? I thought we were all full up.
Look at the people here. They are lost in their despair, and this darkness, this chaos, will spread. The Maker doesn't want this. What you do, what you are meant to do, is the Maker's work. Let me help.
You feel sorry for the people? Help them here.
Then what? What happens when the Horde comes? It will follow anywhere we flee until all we know is destroyed.
I need more than prayers, I'm afraid.
I can fight. I can do more than fight. As I said, I was not always a lay sister. I put aside that life when I came here. But now, if it is the Maker's will, I will take it up again. Gladly. Please let me help you.
Alright. I will not very well. I would not turn away and help when it's offered.
Perhaps your skull was cracked worse than Mother thought.
Thank you. I appreciate being given this chance. I will not let you down.
Alright, doggy, I'm sorry, but you gotta
Indeed.
take a little break now. Right then, let's swap you out from those chantry clothes. We don't need those anymore. Do that. Do that. These are the same, right? No, this one's grab hard. Okay, and then you're not gonna be that much using daggers. You're gonna be using bows. So let's go ahead and give you a bow, and then put you on ranged. Perfect. Let's see. What do you have? You have to activate your Song of Valor, rapid shot. These are all pretty good, actually. Okay. She is set at the moment.
Allow me. I could do that for you.
Thank you. We finally have somebody that can pick locks. All right, let's talk with this guy real quickly.
Gonna make more trouble? We've about all we can stand in Lothering now.
So, sorry about the mess.
They had it coming, and they were trouble enough themselves. So long as you don't start more, I won't get excited. Right then, name's Denal. Sorry I can't chat much. As you see, we've a full house.
Who are those the men I fought exactly?
When Tien Lothering marched by, he left those fellas behind to look for Grey Wardens. I suppose that's you.
You'll keep that to yourself.
I have no qualm with you, whatever the Tien says. My grandfather served. Your secret's safe with me. What can I get you then?
I'll be going.
Luck speed your way.
Alright. You were the man with the traps.
You're here about food.
The poison
Taking up with
traps.
That bleeding runt by the chantry. I got other gear to sell.
Don't worry about him, I took care of it.
You did? Well, I don't know what to say to that. Thanks.
What you got? I could buy some potions. So I can buy the things to make the potions. I don't spend that much. What do you have here? Golden rope necklace, that's a gift. Ale, that's a gift. Shiny gold ring, gift. All gifts, I'm all about buying them. We need everything. You can pretty much, these gifts are amazing, but if depending on how you treat your characters, you can also just max out affinity or approval, I guess, with all your characters. I remember I need to give this beef phone to the dog. The weirdest thing as well is that you can give gifts to companions when you're in camp, which is amazing as well. Just whenever you have everybody gathered.
You're here about food. Taking up with that bleeding runt by the chantry. I got other gear to sell.
Know any well-paying work in Lothering?
Check the chanter's board by the chantry. There's good jobs there. I don't suppose you know anything about poison.
Poison? I have dabbled in such things.
I figured if I kept asking, I'd find someone.
I think we have Liliana now.
For some simple poison. Something to slow them beasties down or make them think twice.
Any idea where I could find ingredients?
Well, there's herbs in the North Wood. As for other stuff, look around town. Some refugees just left things behind.
I'll talk to Liliana
faster.
right after
I don't really
this.
know what you need, though. I might have some in stock, too.
Alright, later, dude. There's also a guy right here that I completely ignored this poor dude. Oh, there's two bards in here. This dude, I forgot about him for like, or I didn't pay attention that he existed for like 3 playthroughs. I thought he was part of a mod eventually when I found him, but no, he's part of the story of the main game.
As I live
side
and
quest, I
breathe,
guess.
you're the Grey Warden everyone's been talking about.
Is there something I can do for you?
I represent the Blackstone Irregulars. We're a mercenary company that fell on hard times after the war with Orlais. I'm sure you know that times are getting worse every day. With your help, the Irregulars could be of use to Ferelden once more.
Why should I help you?
The Blackstone Irregulars fought alongside the King's army against Orlais. We've helped nobles defend their land and given our service to people in need for generations. Our current captain, Raelnor, is an honorable man who sees that we can do some good in Ferelden once more. He is so confident in our mission that he trusted the Grey Wardens would support us.
How can I be of service?
Our leaders thought you might be willing to help. Each of our posts in Ferelden will contain letters addressed to you. Unlike most who work with us, you're getting letters straight from Raelnor and Tauran, our leaders. I hope this tells you how highly the Irregulars regard the Grey Wardens.
I'll take a look.
Thank you. When you've completed a mission, just return to me or any of our members stationed at an Irregulars post. We'll make sure your efforts are rewarded. Maker's blessings light your path.
Let me take a look at these. People who pledge to the aid in times of need, those times are now. Here you will find letters of conscription, deliver them to these people listed below, and return to Irregulars for your payment. So we have somebody in Redcliffe. We do have Attergridge here in Lothering, and somebody in Dinnerham. Very easy. Dereliction of duty. Agents track down and deal with deserters, and you will be rewarded. Okay. They took valuable supplies crucial to Irregulars' future as a waste of supplies of martial services. Deal with them as you see fit. Samael, he's in Lake Calenhat, Lason's in Dennerim, and Tornas is in Frostback Mountain. Some of these are just approach the person. I think the conscription is just approach the person, I'll give them the letter. And I think these are fights with, like, you know, groups of people. And usually these are the bosses. Alright, let's get out of here.
So, Terran Logain is the new regent? Isn't that a good thing?
I heard that he may have had something to do with the king's death.
I thought Darkspawn killed the king. That doesn't make any sense.
It's probably political nonsense. We'll be lucky if they don't burn down the entire country fighting over the throne.
Alright, Lelena.
Yes?
What do you know about this place?
Lothering? I think it started as a settlement by the river, and then grew when it became the place where two roads met. There are always people in Lothering, but many are just passing through.
Talk about something else.
Yes?
I'd like to talk.
Well, here I am.
This vision of yours.
I knew this would come up sooner or later. I don't know how to explain, but I had a dream. In it, there was an impenetrable darkness. It was so dense, so real. And there was a noise, a terrible, ungodly noise. I stood on a peak and watched as the darkness consumed everything. And when the storm swallowed the last of the sun's light, I fell. And the darkness drew me in.
So maybe you dream of the Blight?
I suppose I did. That was what the darkness was, no? When I woke, I went to the Chantry's gardens, as I always do. But that day, the rosebush in the corner had flowered. Everyone knew that bush was dead. It was grey and twisted and gnarled, the ugliest thing you ever saw. But there it was, a single beautiful rose. It was as though the Maker stretched out his hand to say, even in the midst of this darkness, there is hope and beauty. Have faith.
And this made you want to help me?
In my dream, I fell. Or maybe I jumped. I'd do anything to stop the Blight. I know that we can do it. There are so many good things in the Maker's world. How can I sit by while the Blight devours everything?
I suppose I couldn't sit by either.
That is why you're a Grey Warden. Come, there's a Blight to stop.
Okay. Alright, Liliana. We'll buy your story for the time being. She at least, you know, regarding the other Chancer people that we met, like Lily or that Revere Mother over there, Liliana seems to just she has more good on her heart than these other ones. You know, she doesn't look like as selfish. That's what I'm trying to say. As the rest. From the little that we talked to her, you know.
You got a bed for the night. You taken care of.
What? You think I'm a refugee?
You look better armed than most refugees that come through. Not implying you're a deserter or the like. I'll trust you can take care of yourself.
I mean, Hoping I could have helped you in exchange of some money, hopefully.
Don't need blades right now. We need beds, food, and an end to all these sad sots.
Or XP.
Suppose you know anything of tonics, medicines, or herbs.
I know a bit of herbalism.
Then you may be able to do us a lot of good. All manner of travellers come through, many injured or sick. We do our best, but we're out of supplies. There's medicinal herbs in the woods to the north. If you make a few poultices, I'll scrape together some sort of payment. I'll write all you need to know in this note here.
Nice. Okay. Or we can craft some, actually.
Have any luck finding herbs in the woods?
I didn't either. Here you go.
This will help many people. You're a good sort, you know.
Nice. We do get some silver at least. What's going on here?
How dare you accuse me of thievery? I saw you take the supplies from my car.
This guy's not even talking.
You marsh folk are all thieves and liars.
Enough! People here are already desperate and frightened. They don't need you two coming to blows.
But what about my food?
I said enough!
Okay. Let's move on.
Shokke basit isra, marade starit, merade twasit, abana kyun, maras shokra, anna.
Hello, Stan.
You want one of my captors? I will not amuse you any more than I have the other humans. Leave me in peace.
I guess this would be the first time Cristoff ever met like a Kunari, so it would be a first. What are you?
A prisoner. I'm in a cage, am I not? I've been placed here by the Chantry.
The revered mother said he slaughtered an entire family, even the children.
It is as she says. I am Sten of the Beresad, the vanguard of the Kunari peoples.
Kunari?
If you haven't heard of us, that is your own shortcoming. Though it matters little now, I will die soon enough.
This is a proud and powerful creature, trapped as prey for the Darkspawn. If you cannot see a use for him, I suggest releasing him for mercy's sake alone.
Mercy? I wouldn't have expected that from you.
I would also suggest that Alistair take his place in the cage.
Yes, that's what I would have expected.
Oh god.
I suggest you leave me to my fate.
What did you do to end up in here?
I have been convicted of murder. Have the villagers not spoken of this?
Who did you murder?
The people of a farmhold. 8 humans, in addition to the children.
That's horrible.
I agree.
Aren't you guilty?
Are you asking if I feel guilt or if I am responsible for the deed? However I feel, whatever I've done, my life is forfeit now.
If you feel guilty about the murder, why did you do it?
Either you have an enviable memory or a pitiable life to know nothing of regret.
How long have you been here?
20 days now. I shouldn't last much longer, another week at most.
That's a long time to live without food or water.
Compared to your kind, maybe.
Oh god. Capturing you must have been difficult.
There is no difficulty in capturing prey that surrenders.
You didn't resist capture?
I waited for several days until the knights arrived.
Why?
Because I wished to.
Aren't you interested in seeking atonement?
Death will be my atonement.
There are other ways to redeem yourself.
Perhaps. What does your wisdom say is equal to my crime?
I mean, we could really use a very strong warrior. You could help me defend the line against the Blight.
The Blight? Are you a Grey Warden, then?
There's no point on hiding it from him, if I'm honest, so yes, I am.
Surprising. My people have heard legends of the Grey Warden's strength and skill. Though I suppose not every legend is true.
Excuse me. Would the Remother let you free?
Perhaps if you told her the Grey Wardens need my assistance. It seems as likely to bring my death as waiting here.
I'll leave you for now.
Farewell, then.
To be left here to starve? Or to be taken by the Darkspawn? No one deserves that. not even a murderer.
Stan. God, we do have to talk to that lady again, unfortunately. The Northern Islands are remote, lush jungles that harbor cities rumored to be the most extravagant ever built. These are the lands of the Qunari, lands that no foreign eyes ever see. Only the stories of the 3 exalted marches wage against the giants that reach the south until the arrival of Sten. The stoic giant of the cage was surely the strangest thing the people of Lothering had ever seen until the blight struck. Yeah, I'm gonna I mean, it's probably obvious that common folk probably do not see Qunari as often.
I'm wondering, Morrigan, do you believe in the Maker?
Certainly not. I've no primitive fear of the moon, such that I must place my faith in tales so that I may sleep at night.
But this can't all be an accident. Spirits, magic, all these wondrous things around us, both dark and light. You know these things exist.
The fact of their existence does not presuppose an intelligent design by some absentee father figure.
So it is all random then? A happy coincidence that we are all here.
Attempting to impose order over chaos is futile. Nature is, by its very nature, chaotic.
I don't believe that. I believe we have a purpose. All of us.
Yours, apparently, being to bother me.
Alright. We haven't done any quests yet, but we can go here to re-stand up. Oh, it's you, right? Yeah.
Yes? What can I do for you?
I have a letter for you.
I knew this time would come. I should have listened to my sister. Sure, sign the paper, she said. You'll enjoy some coin now, but they'll be back. I guess I'll see you on the front lines.
Nice. Ugh.
Good day, Sister Leliana. I'm surprised to see you're still in Lothering.
It is good to see you as well, Your Reverence.
Is there something I can do for you then?
I want to talk about Stan, the Qunari you imprisoned.
It might have been kinder to execute him, but I leave his fate to the Maker. Why does he interest you?
You know what? No, it's actually good that we're saving him from you. I want him freed. I might have a use for him.
Then his next victims might count you and me as their murderers.
I was thinking you might release him to my custody.
And what do you say on this, Leliana? You know your friend better than I.
These are unusual times, Your Reverence. With us, the Qunari might do some good. I am sure of it, in fact.
Were things not so desperate? Very well, I trust you. Take these keys to his cage and Maker watch over you.
Thank you, Your Reverence. Your trust is not misplaced.
Nice. I think intimidation, I mean, I would have also gone for intimidation route, but I don't think intimidation would be the smart idea. Given that the Templars outside posted, you know, it was just why make more enemies at this moment? Right now, a lot of people have it out for us already.
Yes.
Liana,
I could do
thank
that
you.
For you.
Alright, let's free that.
So, let me get this straight.
The big boy.
You were a cloistered sister?
You must have been a brother before you became a Templar, no?
I never actually became a Templar. I was recruited into the Grey Wardens before I took my final vows.
Do you ever regret leaving the Chantry?
No, never. Do you?
Yes. You may not believe it, but I found peace there. The kind of peace I've never known.
It used to get so quiet at the monastery that I would start screaming until one of the brothers came running. I would tell them that I was just checking. Oh, you never know, right?
No, I never did anything like that. I enjoyed the quiet.
Suit yourself. The look on their face was always priceless.
Complete opposites, these two, on their experiences. Being on the Chantry.
You wish something more of me?
I have the key to open your cage.
I confess, I did not think the priestess would part with it.
She agreed to release you into my custody.
So be it. Set me free and I will follow you against the Blight.
How can you help us exactly?
I have spent my life in the Vanguard. I know war, and your lands need all the help they can get.
Very well, I'll let you out.
And so it is done. I will follow you into battle. In doing so, I shall find my atonement.
And what if I don't lead you to your atonement?
Then I will find it myself. May we proceed? I am eager to be elsewhere.
Nice. I will put you there at the moment, Stan. We're sticking to this party at the moment, because, yeah. Oh my god, we have our dog as a... we finally have our dog as a little summon. It should be, there should be something around here. The dog whistle, there it is. I'll put it right there. Perfect. I'm gonna do a little quick save. There is a lot of bandits that we do have to deal in a bit. And
allow me. I
nice.
can do that for you.
And now let me do something real quickly. Actually, Lorena, before you even get into the battle, why don't you sing us a song? And by sing us a song, I mean scream very loudly. You do have, okay, yeah, you do have. Nice. Doggy, actually, I do have a gift for you, Doggy. Let me give it to you. It should be a beak one.
Yes.
Nice. I have an idea.
It will be done.
Everybody, yeah. Perfect. Let's kite these enemies. Oh god. Ouch. Oh, that is actually so good. Everybody, get rid of that one. Actually, there's a bunch of them. Hide, everybody. Hide. No, the doggy. Oh god, I need to find a way. There you go. Get him. Actually, we can probably go at it now.
This will not end well. Down you go.
Doggy! How about you drink a little poultice? Right, I forgot. Doggy, you need to... There's still one alive over here.
I never like this part.
Yeah, buddy, what do you think what you're gonna do over here? Okay, that's one group of bandits. Save really quickly. We have a few more. Oh, I see them. Yeah, as long as we can get... Nice. I don't know if they're triggered yet. What we can do, though, get Liliana to aggro them. Especially the rogues.
Be careful! As you like. You forced our hand.
Okay, everybody attack the rogue. I'll take care of the archer. Liliana.
Watch out! You should run while you can. Let's make this quick.
Maybe I can take care of him. Oh, we're close though. As long as Liliana doesn't keep missing the shot. Rapid aim is not helping. Nice.
I shall do it.
Everybody over here. Just one last one.
Oh, this should be now we get our hands. It's done.
Nice. Very nice. Alright, Alistair. Let's see what I can give you. Shield tactics can be pretty good. Because we can, yeah, actually, let's do shield tactics. Oh, you need to be level 9. Shit. I guess let's do shield balance. Eventually, we might have to give you some points into whatchamacallit. Yeah, this, but we can't even unlock it, so yeah. Let's activate. Is it shield cover? Where's the other one? What is the difference? Well, in this mode, the word shield provides a greater chance to deflect the missile attacks. Shield mastery increases even this or further. I'm looking at clicking everything. What's this one? Yeah, this passive will be pretty good. But it's fine. Alright. We do have another set of bandits over here that we can also kite. Okay. So what we're gonna do the same tactic. We're gonna get Liliana to aggro them and bait them to come over here.
As you like.
Or we have an advantage. Especially because there's a very tanky one.
Run while you can. Let us end this. Let's make this quick.
Ooh, very nice. Okay. And again, hold positions. Let me bait them. Let me aggro them. I can't even land a shot, please. Nice. That's all I needed. Well, the other one did aggro. Good thing the boss didn't aggro. Never mind, it did aggro. He resisted it anyways. Oh god. Dogi, you can do it, Red How. Very nice, Alistair. Ow! Perfect. Very nice. You all did fantastic. You all did amazing. We got new armor too.
Allow me. I could do that for you.
Thank you. We're doing pretty good for this entire section. I am being a little bit, I am micromanaging a little bit, but that's fine. That's all I do pretty much in Dragon Age Origins. I do like to micromanage at the very beginning. Make sure that everybody's doing as much damage as possible and keeping themselves safe. That is not good.
As you wish.
Especially because of the webs.
My power is yours.
You know what? You guys are all entertained with them.
I am your death.
Nice. And he's out of it. I'm perfect. We're down to 1. Oh, I love that spell. That spell is perfect whenever you have like somebody that's getting so much aggro, like Alistair usually, or one of your tanks, and you just force field them and let the enemy still go at it. Lets everybody else in the party just pick them off. And you can also heal. Oh, hey, doggy. This is perfect landmark for you. Mavari dominance. They are descended from pack hunters, and like their ancestors, they are highly influenced by a defined order of dominance. The primary method of determining that order is by claiming a territory throughout scent marking major landmarks. Once established, the dominant Mavari gains a substantial increase in confidence and stature within the territory, a trait that indirectly benefits master as well as the hound. So pretty much I think he has boosted stats, if I'm not mistaken. Increases the sound's aggression and tenacity in his defense. Yeah. There's quite a few spots throughout the game. Alright, alright. I think we dealt with all the bandits, so now we can go back and turn that over to the chanter board. Where's the chanter board? Right there. Oh, to you, right?
Blessed are the peacekeepers, champions of the just.
3 gold! That's actually pretty nice. When bears attack and last keep. Not the bears though. I don't want to kill bears. Open their barns and come to refuge. Sadly, there is a lone boy in the village. His mother, good wife, Sarah, is missing, as she has been missing for the better part of the week. As of this writing, she is presumed dead. May the Maker bless her passing. She was a lady of middle years, with red hair and a fond of green cloak. Many travelers who recently come across her in the wilds, please return her body or the effects of her remains. Okay, so just try to find her, pretty much. She should be... The bears and her should be around here somewhere in the wilds. Yeah, there's a bunch of wolves. Liliana?
Off I go.
It's your show.
I suppose violence is a
sometimes. I don't know what they're doing, but I'll take it. Okay, they're just coming by in once, which is perfect. I hope they do continue to do that.
I shall.
This one.
Enough!
They seem to be stuck in that one spot. I don't know what's going on.
I'll try to be merciful.
Now we get our hands dirty.
One by one.
Come and get it.
Oh, this should be.
Keep missing, that's okay. Mages are doing the heavy work. Let's shoot one of them.
Here comes trouble. Put them back.
No. Okay, how many of them are left? I don't know why they're stuck, if I'm honest. I don't know what was that pathing.
Be defeated. Yes, of course.
There's two of them coming now. He might be dead already. Yep. The winter grasp did all the work. Yeah, we can kill the rest. Nice, very nice. The line of them just coming towards us. How many of them were there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 of them. That could have been a scary situation, but good thing they got stuck. 3 bears.
Hello.
Hi, Luna. You've been amazing so far. Wait, that one just teleported to the ground. Nice.
My power is yours.
Not the bears though. Okay, we got the bear. We got rid of the bears. I love bears too much. But I'm sorry, had to do it. There's a corpse. You found the body of the boy's mother and have recovered the keepsake. Her keepsake. Okay, we did the bears, we did the... we found the woman. And I think maybe that should be the last quest. For the Chanter's Fort. Let's see. If the guy says the full prayer, that's how you know.
Let him take notice and shine upon thee, for thou hast done his work this day. And the stars stood still,
Yeah.
the winds did quiet, and all animals of earth and air held their breath. All was silent in prayer and thanks.
That should be all.
It will be done.
Okay, perfect. Oh, we got a sword as well, the Oathkeeper. Nice. Let's see. What about, we do have these two, but we already took care of the one in here, Lothering. So we're good. We can go to Barlin because he needs poison, I believe. Where's Liliana? Hi, Liliana. Forget which one he needs. Venom? Or he just needs those two? I hope. And I hope he didn't need the raw material. He just needed us to craft it for him.
Any luck with that poison? Or you here to see my stock?
What'd you ask for?
Splendid! If those beasties come on my land, I hope it teaches them a lesson. Yeah, enough gold to cover any of your expenses and then some, hey?
Nice. How many he's giving us? 75! Whatever. Whatever. Okay, we're done with them. That should be the last quest in this area, and we can just move on. We can go to our first camp, and then decide where to go next. But we're definitely gonna go to the circle. Yeah, we're done with Lothering at the moment. We didn't unlock this chest. Liliana!
Allow me. I could do that for you.
Thank you. We can equip that, and then let's give us a... Didn't we have a shield that we're gonna use? This one. Nice, yeah. We're gonna use that for the moment. We do have enough strength to use it, so might as well, no? Oh god.
We done heard what was said. You're a warden. I don't know if you killed King Kalen, and make her forgive me, I don't care. But that bounty on your head could feed a lot of hungry bellies. Attack!
Alright, hold on.
Enemies ahead!
Alistair. Alistair. Ooh, that is not good. But you know what is good? Is that I can't throw that yet because it's on cooldown.
This is a waste of time! Flee while you can!
Yeah, he can do that. Alistair, we could help with this. Wait, he's stunned. He's supposed to be stunned. Perfect. One last one to go. Nice. We got everybody. My god, that is actually a very scary fight. Because you don't have good spots to kind of fight them off.
I could do that for you.
It's a very open area to get attacked in. And I start attacking everybody that's kind of squishy, like Liliana, or myself, or Morrigan.
No, this place will be overrun by the Darkspawn soon. If we go, we won't be able to come back.
Okay. Yeah, I think we've done everything. We've done everything we can in this area. Let's get that.
As you say.
And this. Okay, everybody over here. Where they can't get us. They are coming, right? Yeah, they are. Ow!
Another map.
Nice. The last... oh wait, there's a few left.
Here comes
Oh, very nice.
Mighty timely arrival there, my friend. I'm much obliged.
Hello, Bowden, and I forgot your name already. No, I forgot your name. You're welcome.
Name's Bodon Feddick, merchant and entrepreneur.
Sandal. There you
This
go.
here is my son, Sandal. Say hello, my boy.
Hello.
Road's been mighty dangerous these days. Mind if I ask what brings you out here? Perhaps we're going the same way.
I doubt you want to travel with a Grey Warden.
Grey Wardens? My, that does rather explain a lot. No offense, but I suspect there's more excitement on your path than my boy and I can handle. Allow me to bid you farewell and good fortune, though.
Goodbye.
Now then, let's get this mess cleaned up, shall we?
Right, let's see. Oops, did not mean to use that. Hopefully he doesn't use it. Oh, I'm full actually. Put this on there just so we can grab that. Is that it? That's the last thing we could pick up? Yeah. Alright. Blood Mage. Trying to find the good spot to pick this up. There is something that we can grab. Right there. Maleficarum regrets. I won't go back. Let them hunt and dread finding me. But you, Melis, should not live this life. It will please me if you find life in the Circle Tower. I left a few things there, mostly stolen from the enchanters. Sell them to find a new path. The catch is in the study area. Middle alcove. Goodbye. Good thing we're going to the circle then. Quest completed. We have traveled past Lothering and are now on the Imperial Highway, which runs through all Ferelden. The highway will take you to the various places you need to go. Redcliffe, the Vercillian Forest, Circle of Magi Tower, and the Dwarven City of Orzammar. Okay, nice. It is saving for us, but we're gonna make another save just in case. Oh my god.
Bad dreams, huh?
Must have been something I ate.
Drank more like, as in the tainted blood, remember? You see, part of being a Grey Warden is being able to hear the Darkspawn. That's what your dream was, hearing them. The Archdemon, it talks to the Horde, and we feel it just as they do. That's why we know this is really a blight.
Is that the dragon?
I don't know if it's really a dragon, but it sure looks like one. But yes, that's the Archdemon. It takes a bit, but eventually you can block the dreams out. Some of the older Grey Wardens say they can understand the Archdemon a bit, but I sure can't. Anyhow, when I heard you thrashing around, I thought I should tell you. It was scary at first for me too.
Any other surprises I should know about?
Other than dying young and the whole defeat the Blight alone thing, no. I'm all tapped out for surprises. Anyhow, you're up now, right? Let's pull up camp and get a move on.
Nice. Enchantment. Soldier speak. A king's confident.
Ah, it's good to see you, my timely rescuer. Bodon Ferric, at your service once again. I saw your camp and thought to myself, what safer place to rest for the evening than in the camp of a Grey Warden? I'm perfectly willing to offer you a fine discount for
I'll
the
take
inconvenience
it.
of our presence. How does that sound? Good? Yes?
You're free to stay, just mind yourselves.
Wonderful. Thank the gentleman, won't you, boy?
Thank you, sir.
We won't be a bother to you and your companions, I assure you. If you should need enchantments, simply talk to my boy. Otherwise, come speak with me.
Hello.
The boy's a bit simple, but he's rather good with enchantments. One of those tranquil fellas actually called him a... what was it now? A savant.
Savant?
I had no idea such a thing existed.
What's enchantments does he do?
He can fold lyrium into almost any weapon or piece of armor, though naturally some of the more extravagant materials will take more lyrium than others. It's a process that some of the master smiths back in Orzammar will perform, but my boy here is just as adept at it. Isn't that right, boy?
Enchantment!
And there you have it.
Nice. What's
Enchantment!
Yeah, let's see what we can do actually. We do have the Oathkeeper. We do have a Journeyman. What does this do? Flame run and lightning run and lightning run. Okay. Rune, sorry. Nice. Let's talk to this guy. So he's part of a DLC. Actually, let's swap Sten a little bit because he just has the commoner's clothes. I usually like to give him something to be a little bit tankier, like that. Oh my god, he's floating. Don't mind that. Nice. I don't know where that is from. But I'll give it to him for the moment. I think we picked up when we killed the bandits. Let's give you the Chasing Crusher at the moment. Ooh, that actually looks pretty nice. Alright, let's go talk to this fella over here. Levi Dryden.
You're a hard man to find. Where are my manners? The name is Levi Dryden. Did Duncan ever mention me? Levy of the Coins? Levy the Trader?
I'm Cristoff. I never heard of you.
Really? He never told you of old Levy? We've known each other for years. But here I am carrying on while you have a blight to stop. Don't want to waste your time. But you see, Duncan promised that together we'd look into something important for the Wardens. And for me. But poor Duncan's... well, no more. A tragedy it is, at that. But I know he would want his work carried on. His pledge fulfilled.
What promise did Duncan make to you? How do you know Duncan?
It's a bit of a tale, that is. But I'm the one who brought the Grey Wardens back to Ferelden. Well, I was one of the ones. There were a lot of us.
Oh, one of the ones.
Maker's breath, I'm a bit nervous. Honoured to be here, really.
Show your tail.
After King Marek freed us from the Orlesians, the Grey Wardens begged the King's permission to come into Ferelden, some sort of internal business. Me and a mess of other Warden sympathisers spoke on behalf of your order. Tan Loghain was very much against letting Orlesian Wardens in the kingdom. But Marek, Andraste, bless him, was a fair-minded monarch and he let them in.
I believe this is like at the very beginning of the calling, if I'm not mistaken. It could be at the ending too. There was 2 times where he had to talk. Marek had to talk to wardens and nobles that wanted to reinstate them into Ferelden. So, go on.
So that's why I was there when the Wardens and their leader, Genevieve,
there you go, Genevieve.
The King. The first Wardens in Ferelden in over a century. Proudest day of my life, that was. Duncan was a bit of a scamp back then. We were of an age and struck up a friendship. The King himself went with the Wardens on their mysterious business. When he returned, he rescinded King Ardland's decree, and the Wardens came back to Ferelden for good.
He just rescinded it just like that?
Marek was a bit of a visionary. A powerful mind, that one. In his travels with the Wardens, He must have seen how important their cause was, and been moved by it.
There was quite a few of the wardens that Merrick went through on the calling, and Genevieve was one of them, if I'm not mistaken. There was another one. Genevieve had like a sibling, a brother. I forgot. I can't remember his name. But yeah, quite a few of them are referenced throughout the game. Duncan was an easy man to like.
That he was.
What promise did Duncan make to you?
My family, well, past a bit checkered to see. Nobles look at us with disdain. My great-great-grandmother, Sophia Dryden, was the last Warden commander of Ferelden back when the Wardens were known as freeloaders. So King Arlen banished the Wardens, and he took House Dryden's land and titles.
That's a bit drastic, isn't it?
And then some. Not much is known about that time. After King Arlen died, there was a civil war, loads worse than this one. And our family was on the run, hunted by enemies, with nary a friend in the world. But Drydens are tough. We rebuilt, became merchants, and we never lost our pride.
Surprised you kept your name.
Our family's only crime was guarding the kingdom against the Blight. We're not ashamed of that.
So what favor did you ask of Duncan?
I asked for the truth. My family reveres Sophia Dryden. We know she died at the old Grey Warden base, Soldier's Peak. We want evidence to clear her name. It won't restore our land or our titles, but it'll restore our honor.
I never even heard of Soldier's Peak.
Well, no one's been to Soldier's Peak since Arlen's days. At least none that's come back. I spent years mapping the maze of tunnels to the peak, and I found the way a few years back. So I went to Duncan, I did, and I said that he could reclaim the old base and my family could have its honor.
How will it help? How will this help the Wardens?
Soldier's Peak is strategic and symbolic importance. Duncan said that it would be worth it right there. He also hoped to recover lost Warden history and perhaps a few old relics. No one knows what's up there now.
So what do you need from me?
I can pick my way through the tunnels at the base of Soldier's Peak, but the place, well, they say it's haunted, and it'll be dangerous for certain. Will you think on it at least?
Okay, I'll help you, but not yet.
1,000 blessings upon you, Warden. I'll mark down the location on your map. When you arrive, we'll pick our way through the tunnels together.
The other ones that I'm remembering of the Wardens that he talked about that came to Ferelden to reinstate them, it was Genevieve, Utha, Fiona, and there was 2 other Wardens. Duncan was one of them too. That came to the Ferelden, pretty sure. But yeah, that's the few I can remember. I will probably need to read the book again, but that's the few that I can think about. Alright, we do have plenty of people to talk to. Let's start with you, Stan, actually. You seem like a man who definitely wants to talk to us right now.
Why are we stopping?
I think we should talk for a moment.
There are darkspawn to be fought. Is this delay needful?
Are you right? You were in that cage for weeks.
You are concerned. No need. I am fit enough to fight.
For how many weeks? He already said like 8 weeks? I don't know, 6? I never seen a Kunal before. Tell me about your people.
No.
Please.
People are not simple. They cannot be summarized for easy reference in the manner of the elves are a lithe, pointy-eared people who excel at poverty.
Wow, a little hostile, aren't we?
Many humans have said that to me. I do not understand it. If I were indeed hostile, you would be bleeding.
So this is you being calm and helpful.
Couldn't you tell?
Alright, Stan. You said you were in the army.
I am.
I Have you ever fought in the war?
I have always fought in war, human.
What do you mean by that?
My people have been at war since the moment we set foot in the Northern Islands.
Have you tried diplomacy?
Words fail when your opponent's native language is deceit. I do not see how this matters. Seheron and Parvolan are distant. Ferelden and the Darkspawn are immediate.
What's your hurry?
What a strange language you speak. You say hurry where I would say duty.
It's not your duty to handle the Blight, though.
No, it is yours, and you are chatting with me instead.
Listen.
As you wish.
We're both being... It gave me approval from that. We're both being just stubborn. But I love the bluntness of Stan, not gonna lie.
What do you need?
Hey Alistair, do you want to talk about Duncan?
You don't have to do that. I know you didn't know him as long as I did.
I just thought you might need to talk.
I should have handled it better. Duncan warned me right from the beginning that this could happen. Any of us could die in battle. I shouldn't have lost it. Not with so much as riding on us. Not with the Blight and everything. I'm sorry.
I mean, there's no need to apologize about that. That's like, he clearly looked up to Duncan a lot, so... Like, yeah. There's really no need to apologize.
I'd like to have a proper funeral for him. Maybe once this is all done, if we're still alive. I don't think he had any family to speak of.
Like, he said that it was Duncan was maybe the first person in his life that actually heard him and what he wanted to do. So I figured that entire time maybe that entire time he grew very fond of him because they probably traveled together for some time. What about the other Grey Wardens?
I don't know. I have no idea what the Grey Wardens do when they fall in battle. Have you had someone close to you die? Not that I mean to pry, I'm just...
I mean, I think we just got taken away. Yeah, we got taken away from our family when we were very young. No, not really. Not since I went to the tower.
That must have felt a lot like when I got sent to the Chantry. You mages don't even get a say in the matter after all. Thank you. Really, I mean it. It was good to talk about it, at least a little.
If I'm not mistaken, that same thing kind of happens to Templars sometimes. In that families pledges their children into the services of the Chantry. And they send them off to the monastery, you know, to become a Templar and whatnot. Pretty sure that can happen in certain families. Especially noble families, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe I can go to Higher with you when you go.
I'd like that. So would he, I think.
Alright, very nice. Very touching combo. What's up, Huey?
Oh, why, you little...
Are you harassing my dog?
Me? Harassing your dog? I should say it's the other way round. Your furry friend here took offense at me getting near his food. He snapped
Oh, leave him alone. Teach that silly Alistair a lesson.
Sometimes I forget that he's a war dog. That'll teach me.
Alright. Hi, Lena.
Yes?
I like to talk.
Well, here I am.
What was life like in the Chantry Cloister? I know we heard them talk about it earlier in one of the adventures, but let's mix the combo.
Quiet. It was a life suited for contemplation. In the cloister, away from the fuss and the flurry of the cities, I found peace. And in that stillness, I could hear the Maker. But it was not perfect. Some of my Chantry fellows were condescending. That is the nature of religious folk, I suppose.
Yeah, tell me about it. That's why I'm not particularly fond of them.
When I talked about my beliefs, that the Maker reveals himself in the beauty of his world, they treated me with disdain. They want to believe that he's gone, so that when he turns his gaze on them, it means they are special, chosen. He cannot possibly have love for all, the sick and the weary, the beggars and the fools.
I prefer your ideas to the ideas of the Chantry.
Thank you. Maybe I am wrong. But it is the Maker's place to decide if I am worthy, not men, not the Chantry. But there is work to be done, and I have talked enough for now.
Okay, alright. See, this is a good point where, like, maybe talking to her, finding out, because, you know, like I said earlier, we talked to maybe through our lives, we dealt with a lot of Chantry people being very self-righteous, and the way that she talked to me, very condescending. And this is probably the first time we talked to somebody that's not as crazy, you know? With, like, they're Chantry, they're clearly Lyanna's very Chantry focused at this time of her life. But she's not very, you know, she's not condescending, she's not dismissive towards other people in general. It's probably more of an enlightening moment to poor Cristoff dealing with condescending Chantry people in the Circle Tower. Alright. Now you, Morrigan, we're gonna be talking plenty, so let's get ready.
What do you wish of me?
I'd like to ask you something.
If you must.
So, is Flemeth really what she seems to be?
Well, that depends, does it not? What does she seem to be?
A nutty old bat.
Sometimes I do wonder the very same thing. Tell me, how much do you know of the tale? The one that the Chastened still tell of my mother, to frighten them into obedience.
I heard very little of it.
No doubt such a tale has mutated much over time and telling. I can relay what Flemeth once told me herself, and you can decide whether or not 'tis the truth, if you desire.
Alright, that sounds interesting.
As the tale is sung by the bards, there was a time when Flemeth was young and beautiful. A fair lass in a land of barbarian men, the desire of any who saw her.
I heard this part.
The tales say that Flemeth fell in love with Osen the Bard, and fled the castle of her husband, the dread Lord Conobar, and that he swore vengeance for her infidelity. In truth, my mother claims that 'twas Osen who was her husband, and Conobar the jealous lord, who looked on from afar. Lord Conobar approached young Osen, and offered him wealth and power in exchange for his lovely wife. And Osen agreed.
So he sold his wife to another man?
The life of a bard is a poor one, and love fades in the wake of hunger. 'Twas Flemeth who suggested the arrangement. All would have been well had Lord Conobar kept his end of the bargain. But he was a foul man who bargained with coin he did not possess. Osen was led off to a field and slain, left for dead. Flemeth spoke to the spirits and learned of the deed, and swore revenge.
Alright, so given that she's spoken to spirits and all that, and well, we know Flemeth beforehand, it is very obvious to know that she must have been a mage prior to that, given that she is able to speak to spirits. So she spoke to spirits or demons?
Spirits first, and 'twas they who slew Conobar. Flemeth did not turn to the demon until much later. Lord Conobar's allies chased Flemeth, you see. Chased her to the wilds, and there she hid. There she found the demon, and he made her strong. The legends all speak of the great hero Cormac, he who defeated Flemeth and her great army when she invaded the lowlands centuries later. All lies.
Which, that she never invaded or he never defeated her?
The truth of the matter is that there was never an invasion. As Flemeth tells it, the Chastened never raised an army under her banner, and she never fought with any warrior named Cormac. Cormac led a brutal civil war against his own people, and later claimed it was to vanquish evil that had taken root amongst the lords. Thus, he was hailed a hero. Flemeth was only attached to the legend much later. Perhaps 'twas due to the great war with the Chastened that eventually came, but Mother claims not to know how it began.
The story just has changed, like, a lot over time. Do you believe her version?
I do not believe everything that Flemeth claims. Oft it seems her bitterness has colored her memories. But on the whole, yes, I believe this tale, if not all.
How is it that Flemeth has survived for so long?
The demon within her has transformed her into something else. An abomination, perhaps some would say. I know not. I only know my mother is clever, and she is part of the wilds as it is part of her. But she is no immortal. She bleeds. A blade in her heart would kill her like any other, were it lucky enough to find her.
So aren't abominations usually insane horrors?
How often is this usually? Always? If not always, then when is it not true? There are more things in this world and the next than you or I could ever hope to understand. What Flemeth became is a mystery. I suspect, even to her.
Sure, a mystery. The legend tells of Flemeth having many daughters?
You ask if I have sisters. I have asked of this myself. The stories tell of many witches of the wilds after all, not just the one. And these tales existed long before I did. Flemeth refuses to speak of other daughters, if they existed. So, should I believe I am her first? I doubt that too.
Why would she refuse to speak of them?
The Chastened tell of a falling out between Flemeth and her daughters. They say that one day she hunted them all through the wilds and ate their hearts. It may be true. I have never seen another witch or heard of one. Perhaps one day Flemeth will eat my heart as well.
We'll see. An interesting story, thank you.
Flemeth tells it with far more embellishment than I, but you are welcome. Dare I ask of your own mother? Few are abominations of legend, 'tis true, but I find myself curious nevertheless.
I loved her. What else do you want to know?
Nothing. I wish to know nothing more. I find myself a little envious, to tell the truth. But it matters not. Let us move on.
You seem a little bit sad finding out about that information.
What do you wish of me?
I'd like to ask you something.
If you must.
You grew up in the Korkari Wilds.
Why do you ask me such questions? I do not probe you for pointless information, do I?
I'm just curious, what's wrong with that?
Any number of cats could inform you of the answer to that question, but have it your way. What is it you asked, if I grew up in the wilds? A curious question. Where else would you picture me? For many years it was simply Flemeth and I.
Definitely
The
not in the
wilds
city.
and its who was her husband, and Conabar the jealous lord. In time I grew curious. I left the wilds to explore what lay beyond, never for long. Brief forays into a civilized wilderness.
I think one of the dialogues a glitch. If I heard something very weird from what she said. From like what the subtitle said. But you kept going back to the wilds.
Would you not do the same? Your world is an unforgiving and cold place. The wilds I hail from is home to me, and I a natural denizen. For all that I had been taught, however, the truth of the civilized lands proved to be overwhelming. I was unfamiliar with so much. So confident and bold was I, yet there was much that Flemeth could never have prepared me for.
Very daring, that sounds like you.
Equal parts daring and foolhardy, perhaps. Only once was I accused of being a witch of the wilds, and that by a Chastened who happened to be traveling with a merchant caravan. He pointed and gasped, and began shouting in his strange language, and most assumed he was casting some curse upon me. I acted the terrified girl, and naturally, he was arrested.
Very smart. That was quick thinking.
Men are always willing to believe two things about a woman. One, that she is weak, and two, that she finds him attractive. I played the weakling and battered my eyelashes at the captain of the guard. Child's play. The point being that I was able to move through human lands fairly easily. Whatever humans think a witch of the wild looks like, 'tis not I. Not that I did not have trouble. There are things about human society which have always puzzled me, such as the touching. Why all the touching for a simple
Not gonna lie,
greeting?
Morrigan, your current getup does give away that you're kind of a witch, not gonna lie. A forest witch at that. Touching like a handshake?
To begin with, yes. What is the point of touching my hand? I find it an offensive intrusion. There were many nuances that Flemeth could never tell me of. When to look into another's eyes. How to eat at a table. How to bargain without offending. None of these things I knew. I still do not understand it all, truth be told, but then I gave up long ago any hope of doing so. When I returned to the wilds last, I swore to Flemeth that I had no intention of leaving again.
Well, I'm glad it worked out this way, at least.
Yes? Let's ignore the entire Darkspawn threat and the presence of a simpleton as your only other Grey Warden ally.
Poor
then.
Alistair.
Not that I lack appreciation for the intent of your comment. Thank you. Well, let's get on with it before the ground opens up and swallows us, yes?
Like, I'm chilling over there, probably eating dinner or something, and over here he's catching strays still. Alright.
What do you wish of me?
I still like to ask you something.
If you must.
Have you ever been hunted by the Chantry? Like I said, your current outfit does give away. Like, she said that it doesn't, but in my opinion, does give away that you immediately look like a witch to me. Like a forest witch. Have you ever been hunted by the Chantry?
You are very cute to ask so many questions.
You don't have to answer if you don't want to.
Of course I don't. 'Tis no matter. My mother has been hunted from time to time, yes, by Templar fools like Alistair, which should tell you how successful they generally were. Flemeth made a bit of a game of it, in fact. The Templars would come again, and she would look at me and smile and say that the fun was to begin once more.
Fun? You found it fun?
I found the game fun. I was too young to understand the truth behind what was happening. Flemeth would warn them once. 'Twas a warning they inevitably failed to heed. And then the true game began. Often Flemeth would use me as bait. A little girl to scream and run and lure the Templars deeper into the wilds and to their doom.
I mean, thinking of it is, yeah, it sounds more like a smart idea to propose to a child, like, oh, this is a game, so that the child will probably not be scared. Really more would have followed.
Sometimes. Eventually. Thankfully, the wilds is a vast place. Once they found us, Flemeth would simply move us elsewhere and we would be lost within the forest once again. I did not understand the danger we faced until I was much older. I had never heard of apostates or maleficarum.
You still think that was fun?
I think that my mother made it fun so that a child did not learn to fear. And I think that it was necessary. There are no trials for apostates, no prisons, no mercy. There are only absolutes, so only survival matters. If the wilds have taught me anything, 'tis this. First, you must survive. Do you disagree?
No, you are probably right, especially where you lived, in the wild out there.
An interesting answer for a mage. Enough of this talk, let us return to the task at hand.
I feel like the go-to whenever people say, like she said, right, interesting answer for a mage, is that whenever people think for survival, they immediately think that, oh, you know, they use blood magic for survival, or they use dark magic for survival, that kind of talk. Is what I think I go for whenever she answers in that way. Either way, in general, it's just like, you know, surviving by not getting, you know, trapped by Templars, because we've seen how sometimes Templars gonna react sometimes, and they do react sometimes by just outright killing mages, or mages are just, you know, apostate mages are just immediately thought of to be dangerous, without sometimes being proven to be so.
What do you wish of me?
I still like to ask you something.
If you must.
How did you become a shape-changer?
I was not born such. 'Tis a skill of Flemeth's, taught over many years in the wilds. The chastened have tales of we witches, saying that we assume the forms of creatures to watch them from hiding. When a child is alone and separate from his tribe, that is when we strike, dragging the young boy kicking and screaming to our lair to be devoured. A most amusing legend.
I mean, thinking about it, if she got taught shape-shifting since she was like a little girl, then that must have helped a lot to also escape the Templars whenever they were referring to that game. Because she could have just shapeshifted into like a squirrel or like, I don't know, some little animal, a bird, and then just fly away, you know? Just run away. Your mother has been doing this for a long time then?
Changing her form, certainly. Devouring lost children, I cannot say. She has not done it in my experience, though in truth my lifespan is but a fraction of her own. Why do you ask? Is there something specific you wish to know?
Change into other human forms as well.
The form of an animal is different from my own. One may study the creature, learn to move as it does, think as it does. In time, this allows one to become as it is. I gain nothing by studying another human. I already am the same as they are. I learn nothing. So the answer is no, my human form is the only one I possess.
Pretty much like a druid. Anyone become a shape changer? Wait, do you spend a lot of time as an animal?
There were nights when the wilds called to me, 'tis true. You look upon the world around you and you think you know it well. I have smelled it as a wolf, listened as a cat, prowled shadows that you never dreamed existed. But my life is as a human. I am under no illusions to the contrary.
What do other animals think of you when you're changed?
They do not shy away from me. To their senses, I believe I seem like any other of their species. As to what they think, I truly cannot say. Just as I am still human, no matter my form, they are still animals. Thus they cannot speak, even were I to ask.
I wonder if there's some sort of magic in the Dragon Age setting where they could, you know, do a spell like speak to animals, like in D&D. I'm probably there is probably like something like that. I'm assuming maybe, but I mean, shapechanger is very much the same as being a druid, from everything that Morrigan explained so far. Can anyone become a shapechanger?
Anyone with sufficient will. But the act of transformation is a magical one. 'Tis a spell and thus requires a mage's talents. Indeed, you could learn the spells required if I cared to teach you.
I do want to become a shapechanger. I never heard of magic like that before.
No? 'Tis not unheard of in the remote corners of the world. There are traditions of magic outside of the circle of magi, despite what those mages would have you believe. Some of these traditions are old, indeed, passed down as carefully guarded lore from one generation to the next. The zealots of the chantry would uproot all such practitioners if they could. But as luck have it, some still exist. My mother is such a one.
I was gonna say that it is a bit sad that this type of magic or specialization just got explored through one game, and it's just Origins. Because it's very interesting. Like it could be a very fun kind of thing to explore further, and being able to play as, you know, different animals or different things throughout the different games. But I guess this is much of an explanation why it's not such a common thing. Morrigan just explained that it's a very rare type of magic to teach or like to have lore or lessons about it, because the only one that so far that knows about it seems to be Plymouth and Morrigan. That's good. Such traditions need to be preserved.
I'm shocked that you think so. Being a mage of the circle as you were, but perhaps you felt a little like a caged bird as well, caught within that dark tower.
Very much so.
I thought so.
That's all I wanted to ask.
Indeed. Have you an opinion on my abilities, then? Am I an unnatural abomination to be put to the torch?
No, they're cool as fuck. What the fuck? I think your abilities sound quite useful.
Oh, you're simply full of surprises, little man, aren't you? But enough of such talk. Let us proceed, lest the dust gather on us.
Like, who would want to just transform into a bird or like transform into a big bear to attack people or to attack, you know, enemies or yada yada. That's right up my alley. I think that's it for combo, right?
I await your command.
We did get her high enough in approval.
So, full of questions, are you?
Can you teach others to become shape changers?
By others, do you mean yourself?
Yes.
Then I shall teach you what I can whenever we are in camp, provided you have the will to even make the attempt, that is.
Nice. And that works well. I know it says you unlocked it. I already have it unlocked. I already had the spider one, but I do want to you know, still unlock it. All right, let's talk to Bowden. We still need to sell a bunch of stuff,
If
actually.
there's anything I can do for you, please tell me. I'm sure you'll be pleased with the goods my boy and I have collected, and with your discount.
And last but not least, let me buy the backpack because we really need it. It's gonna cost us a bit, but that's okay. That is a-okay. Fortunately, I'm not gonna be able to buy these bad boys. So yeah, we're eventually gonna buy this one and the rest of the equipment that we need. Like the spellword's pretty good. But yeah, I think at the moment we're good with what we have. I'll keep the staff for the time being, but eventually I'm gonna have to get rid of it. And we're good and ready to go. Okay, I did miss on something back on Lothering, so I am gonna take a little quick trip back to it, and then we're gonna head over to our next location. They probably camped out like
Yes.
right outside Lothering, you know. Yeah, so we do have the locations unlocked. Soldier Speak, that's the DLC. That's another DLC location like here, Bandloren's Lands. The Vercillion 4 outskirts, Denerim, in case we want to, you know, maybe make a little quick stop, buy some stuff in the Denerim market. Redcliffe, because Alistair recommended, go first. Soldier's Pass, it's a DLC location. This is where the dwarves are at, and then of course Circle is right there. But for now, let's make a quick stop at Lothering. I forgot to pick something up in there. Luckily the horde isn't here, but you know, might as well hurry up before they get here and destroy everything. We can imagine that this is just, I don't know, morning or something. The morning after. Don't mind us, y'all. We'll leave you all alone.
So let's talk about your mother for a
Oh.
moment.
I'd rather talk about your mother.
Well, there's nothing to talk about. And besides, isn't your mother a scary witch who lives in the middle of a forest? Much more interesting.
To you, perhaps. You would find the moss growing upon a stone interesting.
You know what's more interesting than that? Apostates, mages outside of the tower. That's illegal, you know.
You did not read that in a book somewhere, did you? I hope the small letters did not strain you overmuch.
What's this going on?
Oh, we could not talk about your mother. That works for me.
That was what was Alistair hoping to accomplish? Alright, Leona.
Allow me. I could do that for you.
Thank you. Perfect. And that's actually a gift for her, if I'm not mistaken. And that's why I wanted it. Even though that... no. You know, just in case. Even though I feel like... well, depending on the character you are, but... I find it kinda... easy-ish not to go by and by gain approval with... just by talking or doing their quests.
They say your mother is
Oh.
Flemeth, a witch of the Kakari Wilds.
Oh, there
They
it is.
also say that washing your feet in winter makes you catch cold in the head, but we all know that is not true. But sometimes they are right. And they are right in this.
You know the stories about...
Of course. You think my mother would let me go without telling me all the stories of her youth?
My mother told me stories too. She was the one who kindled my love of the old tales and legends.
My mother's stories curdled my blood and haunted my dreams. No little girl wants to hear about the wilder men her mother took to her bed, using them until they were spent, then killing them. No little girl wants to be told that this is also expected of her once she comes of age.
I see.
No, you don't. You really don't.
I guess Flemeth is a very hot topic today. But that was traumatizing to say the least. Alright. Let's make a save. Alright. We can head over anywhere from here, so we're gonna head over to... Usually my go-to is go immediately to the tower, but let's make a little quick trip right here. I believe it does something too. Let's see. Culture's fast. During to Culture's fast where a troubled merchant awaits with a deal that may be just too good to be true. Yeah.